Hi everyone, Kathleen Brooks here, Research Director at XTB. Stock markets have had a breather this week after last week's sell-off, especially in Europe and in France. The outcome of the French election is still a risk, but French stocks are staging a recovery. After selling off sharply last week, there's been a strong rebound for French shares, including for international heavyweights like luxury giant Kering, insurance giant AXA and Renault. French banks also staged a recovery rally at the start of this week. However, we will wait to see if this continues, as French bond spreads with Germany remain elevated. It's a busy week for the UK. We have an inflation report on Wednesday and the Bank of England meeting on Thursday. The CPI report for May is worth watching. Economists expect UK headline CPI to fall back to 2%, the Bank of England's target rate. If these predictions are accurate, then it would be the lowest level of headline inflation since 2021. Of course, central banks look at core inflation, so these figures in the UK inflation report are worth watching closely. Core price growth is expected to moderate to 3.5%, while service prices are expected to fall to 5.5% from 5.9% in April. This is still well above the BOE's target rate, and this could limit them from cutting rates in the future, especially if service price inflation along with wage growth remains stubborn. Now, there's no expectation of a rate cut from the Bank of England this Thursday, and we expect it to be a fairly quiet affair. After this meeting, it will be a quiet period for the Bank of England until after the UK election on July 4th. Now, there's currently a 40% chance of the first rate cut coming in August, and UK rates are expected to end the year at 4.76%. However, if inflation is stronger than expected for May, we could see rate cuts get delayed until later in the year, which may push up sterling. Elsewhere, the S&P 500 made its 30th record high of the year so far on Monday. It's been driven higher recently by a resurgence in tech stocks. On the same day the S&P 500 made its latest record high, only 12 companies made a 4-week high. However, on a longer-term basis, 46% of the S&P 500 stocks are above their 50-day moving averages. This has improved since last week, but less than half of US stocks are basking in the S&P 500's glory. There's no denying that there have been some massive gains for the tech sector so far this month, with Broadcom, Hewlett Packard, Oracle, Adobe and Nvidia all registering double-digit gains so far in June. While Nvidia regularly features in the top 10 best-performing stocks, the recent rally in the tech sector has broadened out to include stocks that are not merely the Magnificent Seven, which is also worth watching closely. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.